And new tonight, how would you cope if for years you knew your tap water just was not safe enough to use, really in any way? That's the reality for a Long Island woman who has spent years trying and failing, essentially, to get this situation addressed. News 12's Kevin Vesey joins us live from Manorville tonight. Kevin, what can you tell us?
Well, Rich, it's been 5 years that the woman who lives in this house behind me says she's been fighting for clean water. So recently, she and several of her neighbors put these signs up on their lawns trying to raise awareness about the issue. But still, she says nothing has been done. So she went to a recent Town of Riverhead board meeting, and let's just say she took matters into her own hands while she was there.
Literally under my house is contaminants.
Clare Bennett says she hasn't felt completely safe in her home for years. That's because every time she turns on a faucet, she's reminded of the dangerous substances in the water. A recent test showed the presence of acetone, benzene, and a fuel additive called MTBE, which was banned by the state in 2004.
I don't have peace of mind as far as brushing my teeth, doing dishes, bathing my dog. You know, it's just all these everyday things.
Bennett says the chemicals are getting into her well from this former Grumman facility nearby, and she's been fighting to have herself and her neighbors hooked up to public water systems. But after seemingly getting nowhere, Bennett brought this bottle to a Riverhead Town Board meeting last week and sprayed some of her tap water in the direction of the elected officials.
Want some? Okay. The drama. Okay. This is a little bit dramatic.
Today, Town Supervisor Yvette Aguiar wrote in a statement, quote, "The town of Riverhead recognizes the need to bring safe public water to the residents of South Manorville and Calverton as soon as possible to address the contamination to the residents' private wells. But the project, which also includes homes in the town of Brookhaven, would cost a total of $12.4 million, money that has to come from Washington."
I so can't wait to the day where I don't have to worry about water.
Kevin, it's interesting. No one is denying the issue with the water, and yet here we are 5 years later. Is there any sign that they'll get the needed funds from the federal government now?
Well, Rich, I'm told that Congressman Lee Zeldin is working on this, along with Senators Schumer and Gillibrand. So really, there's a lot of political muscle behind the project coming from both sides of the aisle. However, it could still be a few months before we know if the money will come in. Rich, Macy.
Let's hope they figure this out. Kevin.